during the Austin Major, where this map of Ancient was played. It was a victory for M80, Dwayne.
Indeed it was, but I think it's a mistake of an Ancient pick. I think the Train would have been a much better option for OG. The third highest picked map in the pool. You're going into something like M80's Ancient? Mate, it's the second highest picked map in the pool for them, and they picked it against Mouse, the series that Brandon was just talking about on stage in London.
Oh, OG have already started on the pistol round. We've wasted 0 time getting involved. They've got a 4-on-2, but Hext, he's taking 2-3 picks back. He's solo holding the A bomb site and dropped the bomb with it. Crizzen has now got to respond towards his contact, and both players are bolstered up here.
Yeah, Hex just needs to play the crossfire. As long as he's the one that sets up Sin, there is no way that Crizzen can win this round.
Waiting for peaks to come his way. He's gooshed down Sin. Hold on a second. Maybe it's not as impossible as it might seem. You tell it you sent in is only a decoy. It's not a smoke. It's not a flashbang. It won't block Prison off from anything. But a push in and land the perfect shots. Hex will do. Crizzen found. And the second man goes down. Never mind. 1v2. Crizzen says no problem.
Not a free win, but you're expecting an easier draw than a European squad, and instead I would certainly put M80 as the favourites. Down by Ramp, aggressive, a lot of CTs in action. Nikodos does well to get 2. The trade back is okay, even though it's a bit awkward there from Rostos.
Mac 10 does maintain a 4-on-2. Low HP though, and Crizzen's being challenged by Hex. The spook that comes out from the ramp entrance. Last land for OG was that Austin Major. And that M80 was in attendance for at the same time, went of course rather deep by comparison. Lake finding Crizzen to kick things off. M80 the first to strike back. Opening picks have been quite the domain of OG thus far. But just with that one engagement, Switch is going to catch a second with the smoke clearing up at the shelf. Aristos can trade. The advantage is held by M80. Will that change with Aristos' position? Like to see players coming out of shelf. 2 men seeing the T side. 1-for-1 by Lake and Adam B. Spook gets involved. Stacks goes back and forth with Adam B holding onto a 1v1 now against Sin. Sin's a very experienced element. I doubt that he's going to go and make a silly play like that. He knows he's got Adam on lock, and he secures it easily. Knife pulled out. Frag secured for M80 to start off their board. And then the organization died. Sin's going to open things up again in this round. Lake's going to sneak around the edge with the smoke and find 2 more picks outside of lane. Easy pickings for M80 as they lock in their confidence for round 5.
Lake is probably the best example of a player that's proving all of that wrong. This is a guy that played on what? Snake's Den, Unjustified, Carpe Diem, and now is one of the best players on M80.
Striking back on Aristos for this round. There's already 8 kills, deep 3 in this round. Quadri knows where Crizzen is, of course, revealed by the wallbang sprays of the AK. M4 finds his fight. Lake, excellent work from him. Rifle buys down for OG. AKs across the entire T-side board. Especially his AK forcing forward. Blind as a bat against Adam B. Fortunately, Spook does not line up with that spray, and he gets a kill to return, so that aggression is punished somewhat.
Now, OG have come in with a really passive mindset to this T-side of Ancient, haven't they? We're not seeing much aggression from them in the mid-round at all.
There's contrast to like M80's push. You mentioned Lake, of course, in main, but Sin now making his way down ramp alongside Hex. Lake has caught Aristos. It's a pick found. Sin tries to win a fight, but only sees the 1 man for it. Spook trades to a 3-on-3, and this CT defensive starts to really thin out. At least it is an even man stance for the time being. I'm going to go back for that bomb, pick it up outside our elbow and commit it to a bomb site. It will be the hit. It doesn't seem like it. Starting to rotate back away.
Spook and Nikodos just trying to clear up space, but they are running out of time. And there is a resmoke going down towards Donut, but no one on A directly. What you've got is Lake as a rotator in spawn.
The only man standing on the defensive. Back up to the back of the bomb site. Here those sprays coming down. Molotov sent, no flashbang, so he'll have full vision. The spray on Aristos, but gets Spook on the trade back. 4 seconds. Bomb plant will barely come down in time for Crizzen. The AWP tries to fire a shot off on Spook. The USP of Slags will finish off the job against the man. Dink down damage sets up Hex to close out the round as M80 connect 4 in a row.
Really good work from M80 in a round that was quite difficult in the latter portion.
With Nikodos and Spook holding down the B door angle. He's being sent in to try and take some mid-access. OG playing rather slowly at this one. They're going to start to prod now and actually find a fight on Lake. And for Hex, not sure who's towards back or front. In the end, none of them. Swisher with the only pick found. Now being worn down by Nikodos, who is low and will get caught by that USP. AK upgrades available. The B presence is wiped out. But OG have gained a 3-on-2. The back lines will be cleared. All down to that cave entrance. Bomb plant is safer for it, which is not going to spot Adam B at all. I don't know whether him and Slacks can really go for a retake here. Slacks is rotating to get towards the B ramp angle. The problem is the time. 20 seconds already ticked by. And Swisher needs to do a lot of work here. Yeah, he's starting to back off. Just as Adam B starts making his way in towards cave, he can actually try and hunt the man down. Indeed, he'll get that kill. Slacks will get one more exit, but the round itself will go the way of his opponents. OG claim a 4th. And Desk had nothing but high praises for them, and then same sort of situation over here. Doing well with OG's executions. Attempt to mid from Adam B and Chris, and lightning fast flick from that AK. Lake and Hex down in an instant.
OG have definitely not changed pacing very much on this T side. They've been very happy to sit back behind the B doors, sit behind elbow, reflash into areas, and try and work map control around the minute marker. There's a game at the moment of Ancient where there hasn't felt like there's much in it. Few key jewels here or there has decided whether M80's winning the round or whether OG is. Now Swisher's out towards cave. There's a decent timing from Sin to deal with the lurk of Crizzen, because that might be an important kill if you want to try and cover this.
Adam's found Sin, easy picking down to 2 men, go M80, and feels like these rounds go in one or two directions, either an easy lockout, a very easy set of frags for OG. Occasionally you used to see that one example where it got close on a retake attempt, but some very solid team play at play here.
They've done it in almost every single round here on the T side. Been very happy to not accelerate, not take opening space towards lane, but just retake map control every single time.
Lake hitting a fantastic shot on Nikodos. The AWP removed from play on the T side line. Smoke's not fully covering him off, though he doesn't want to expose himself too much, so he won't stick around that aggressive line for too much longer. The time stalling on OG has left him with 30 seconds to rotate and hit A, and Slacks' AWP is lying in wait. Peeks in, grabs Arostos. USP of Hex right around that corner will get Adam B, and Sins 5-7 also strikes from the back. This might be a full eco steal out of M80. But minimum 6 on the CT board. OG can't do anything. Crizzen can't do anything. No time left for him to play.
One of the very first times that Slacks has actually something to do. There's been so many rounds that he's brought the AWP towards B. There's been no contact. He's brought it A main. There's been no contact.
Shot from Slacks missing on the first peek in from Shelf. Still a Lake out here. What a shot that is. Adjustment couldn't be more perfect to the head of Crizzen. Spook will take down Swisher in the mid fights. Meanwhile, the A hit is coming in real quickly from Aristos and co. Bomb plant will just be secured at the edge of the bomb site. Nikodos caught catching Lake through that smoke, and our 4-on-3 will go to Hex, caught off by Adam B next. And that should leave a very difficult retake for the last 2 players of M80 versus 4 of OG. Slacks will try flashing his teammate Incendiary sent towards the temple entrance. That should send the AWP back a little bit further. Many more individuals to deal with. Slacks watching, seeing Shadow, getting a shot. Second player, unknown. Nikodos trades, and Sin has got too much, too little time to deal with. OG will even us up and take control.
If you're being that successful on T side versus Tier 1, then surely that should transfer to Tier 2.
Oh, what a shot from Aristos, kicking things off for OG in the pistol. Straight in, peeks up, kill shot, the headshot, and gets right back out of dodge. M80 with 3 players in mid have got Spook to try and deal with the other side of the smoke. And their Portuguese brethren set towards Donuts, seen by Slacks. gets out of the way.
Flax isn't forcing too much of an over-rotation, and Adam B is clearing out a lot of space. But this is misdirection. He is coming over that lane is clear.
I think he might have seen the gun barrel, or if he had, he's going to take the peek towards Slacks. Shot connects as Slacks peeks out. No damage done to the CT side. Even in spite of the aggression that Aristos has taken, B side now under siege. Smoke goes down. Nikodos fighting from range against the Glock player. Bomb plant should come in for Sin. Swisher gets the Dane and looks for Adam B, the Swede, as well. 3-on-3, snuck through that smoke as he body blocked there. I think Chrism might suspect it. Or does he? He does now. Switch is going to get the kill anyway. Man advantage turned back around by M80 here. Aristos and Spook. Spook being tagged up. Switcher looking for a quadra. And Sin with the closer. All massive round for M80.
Imagine being Aristos. You have got the opening kill, aggressive towards A main. You've then made it a 5v3 dealing with Slacks and Donut. That round is just finished. Off of that basis alone. All we need to do is crossfire on B. And instead, what are we noticing here, Jay? Individual duels. One towards ramp, one towards cave. None of the CTs are in trading positions. And then, well...
This A site. Spotting those shadows coming out. I don't think anyone's watching it directly, though. The Molotovs will still telegraph what Hex is up to. And 4 players can defend here. One back at CT to join the core 3. Fifth man going to start pushing in from lane as Hex gets taken down by Spook. The starting positions of the entries. Aristos traded back by Lake. Took Swisher with him. 3-on-3. Nikodos makes it 2 for M80. Bomb is close. Going to try and hunt the Dane down. Go for Chrism instead, who comes up with his FAMAS. So now all on Slacks. 1-on-3. OG will post up there first in the rifle round. Slight bits of util bought here and there, but nothing of significance. This should not be an M80 round, minus an absolute pure blood miracle.
Lake just can't avoid the HGs at the moment.
No, he has been a damage sponge.
It doesn't matter if he's going elbow or if he's going lane, whether it's an eco or a gun round. He keeps making it happen. Swisher just misses that chance for the opening kill, but at least he gets the cave player.
Okay, bomb plant bonus may be available. Swisher's got a second kill on Adam B. He's lost all his teammates for the third trouble. All right, so a little bit of a cash basis. Tap of the third headshot. I'm surprised none of those bullets connected onto the man. He's 100 HP with 2 more kills to go. On for the ace in this one. This truly would be a hero rifle. Here's him coming. And the corner doesn't quite line up, but you could see it, man. You just felt there's an alternate universe where he wins that spray down, and suddenly we're screaming about M80 again. Introduced July 2023, the only other player from 2023 being Slacks. Aristos is pushed forward into Hext. Hext isn't going to deal with him. In fact, no bullets land. I'm surprised at that much. Had quite the amount of time to stabilize that spray, and it just didn't happen. M80 on the back foot once again.
Nikodos misses that timing with the AWP, so the walk-up might surprise him. He might not expect Lake to already have crossed out to that right-hand side.
Engaging against Prison might provide some surprises. Shot from Nikodos lands on Swisher. And that player of Lake is still pushing on towards the man, but Nikodos can deal with him regardless, so cross wasted.
The difference between the two AWPers has been night and day to winning rounds. We've seen a lot more impact of Nikodos's kills that have turned round victories for OG. Whereas for Slacks, it's just been rifle heavy for M80.
Tried to take a fight on one man as short. Sin goes down to the player at long. Adam B doubles up. OG, again, a confident round from them. All 5 alive. Flashes forward. Sin. Tap and burst to the AK. Adam B still returns to the wall bang. Swisher, flash blinded. I think the opposition also got blinded there at Cheetah. Slacks caught Spook, I believe, pushing forward of that smoke. Watching for over-aggression of OG. That HE doesn't land on Swisher. Lands at Lake's feet, so once again, sponging the nade damage. Could well have been a kill there in Cheetah instead.
Slightly missed smoke towards the top of the ramp, so Chrism has to try and work around that now, and Adam B is keeping eyes towards his cave entrance.
Down the util's good for the CT side. Cave is blocked off. And you can see Hex rotating away. Chrism push forward the smoke, and once again, over-aggression is punished. This time with Chrism making a ton of noise there. Hex will deal with. It's all on Adam B on defensive, and he will find Lake. Headshot gain, backs away from that Molotov.
It's a complete misread. As soon as Chrism goes through that ramp smoke and doesn't say anything, they think it's an A-lane, and that's why he starts running. What he ends up finding out is that Hex is stuck in the corner, and there are so many players out there to cave. The in-game leader makes an info play, says that it's clear, and then actually just gets jump scared. Rostos out here from long, doesn't have a teammate in sight, and no one's giving him a chance on this post plant. Really tucked here from the T side.
And with that kill from Slacks, Arostos will fall. Nikodos will hold on to his weapon. We'll look for an exit. The round is already over. Started to establish some presence. Definitely earning a call up. As Nikodos strikes on Slacks. His experience on several tier 1 teams. Working well to shut down the first. Sin and Lake taking heavy damage to M80.
Well, I can back the confidence. I love that. This is an AWPer that hasn't had the best of showings, and he's got a good spawn. He's going for an aggro cave pick. It's just that Nikodos is down there on the other side. Now, he might even be on for a multi-frag out here against the lane individuals. Swisher is trying to draw that AWPer forward. Nikodos misses. Swisher gets the first, but the second kill is a spam.
Walk out on the A site in the meantime. Got Hexed and Lake. Sin's got the bomb all the way back on the B bomb site. We're going to have to start rotating because Lake's just picked up a kill. Hext is searching for Spook. Not seen yet. That Molotov should drive him into the open. Into a fight. Not quite. Flashbang's coming forward though. That M4 turned away from, and Hext will still get ahead of the curb and get the kill together. So M80 have a man advantage here.
Great work from Hext. He's been a guy that we haven't seen much from out here on Ancient, but that kill is difficult. I mean, how do you draw that fight in the open? Crizzen might be able to get a freebie against Sin, but once he reveals his position, that's when the T's can turn.
Kill found. And so does Sin go down to Adam B. It's all Hext alone. Forced out a fight. And needs to win 2 more. Will be a 3K in the 1 versus 2. Volleys are sent to his position. Flashes forward. Tap burst against the first. Crizzen doesn't fall. Doesn't take any damage for it. Incendiary on the bomb will stall for extra time. They both got kits though. Smoke's in the way. Adam B holds it. Crizzen spraying against him. It's manic stuff from Hext. He connects on against the wrong man though. And Adam B will hold the map point for OG. Rifles in for Lake and Co. Still see damage again. Sponged by Lake and Hext. Crizzen took some down at the spam. Lake gets an opening kill, but again, the HP is going to catch up to him as Arostos returns fire quick.
Sin can re-smoke off towards Red Room, but it's going to be a B lane. Now, a re-smoke comes down from ramp, which is going to provide a little bit of extra time for the T side to cancel and to hold off. Now, look at the reposition. You've got your donut player holding mid and 3 on B. It's a very good setup. And Crizzen is getting close behind the smoke. Last time he did this, it cost the round.
He checks the corner this time, but Slack still wins that fight, so they're down a man. Aggression punished once again. It costs them another round. You have to start asking, are these risky plays worth it? Nikodos will be alone towards Cave. Second player on that bomb site defensive. Going to rotate back towards A just in case. And a Sin strikes against Nikodos. Now it confirms the round is lost. OG cannot close just yet. M80 are still in the game.
Well, it's funny, right? Because when we casted the last series of ENCE, every one of their info plays felt like they had free space, didn't they? They pushed Ivy on train, they never got caught. They pushed upper tunnels, they never got caught.
May well work for them. 30 seconds. Smoke inbound to secure and confirm what's going on. Engage a Spook and catch that bomb carrier. Double, triple sequence of frags. The USP Barra for Arostos to finish off. Slacks is Nikodos and will close elsewhere in the blink of an eye. OG shut it down and take map 1 at 13-10. So much so that OG only have a couple on record, so M80 should be at the major advantage minus some curveballs that we don't know about. Hex the strut first. Nikodos dropped in the mid-fights. Crizzen, Spook on the back of the A bomb site can try and combine to move towards long and take down Slacks for a 4-on-4.
They're still not saying anything out towards short water, and contact has been established towards A, so they can just triple up A for now. You've got a boost up for the T side of Lake, and he's got a smoke that can go down towards Bank, go down towards the left-hand side of the site, and then also the other one towards Dumpster. Crizzen's making another info play. He's got a good timing against Swisher at least.
Spook catching Hex next. Crizzen snuck past that position. Now needs to go ahead and backstab against Swisher, and indeed he will do so. He'll lose Spook in the meantime on the back of the bomb site. Lake doubles up. Glock involved with Sin as well. Arostos picked up, and it's Adam B all alone. 1v2 for the clutch, and smoked off from both entryways. He's coming in from Bank.
because of the smokes being up, it just delays a lot of time. Sin and Lake are separated from one another on this post, and Adam B's been gooshed instantly. Great shooting coming out from Lake. There was maybe a moment there from Crizzen where he overextended slightly too far, gets into the divider.
Although 100% success rate in T-side pistols. Faced the force by of OG, including a scout for Nikodos and a CZ from Adam B. Don't see that often, let alone see it getting a kill here.
You've got Nikodos that is giving complete freedom towards the bathrooms and the divider area. You're playing a 4-1 setup. You use the scout out towards long. You're not seeing anything. Sin gets a good timing. Spook gets an even better one, but the trades keep going back and forth, and this is going to favor M80 for sure.
Time will run short on M80, but they will go for the execution within that timer. Flask gets overwhelmed quickly. That's one actually lands deep there. All just revealed was Nikodos. The burst fire of the Galil just clearing up enough smoke for Lake to capitalize upon that, kill that threat. Nikodos, $3,200 after the buy of stage. One of 4 other M4s. Fast plays in from M80 quickly with Arostos back at Toxic. Spray lines up a triple. Even the third one coming in whilst blinded. Well poised, well positioned. M80 fed to the meat grinder.
Rostos, one of these anchors where I think there's been some criticize towards him. I think some of his performances have lacked at times across the last few tournaments. His numbers certainly have shown that, but then again, anchors tend to always have low numbers. His best of 3, he has performed at an adequate level. I think he's been very consistent across both the first half and the second half of Ancient. And right there, everything you want from a B-site anchor on overpass is to block and to do damage. And to be able to get 3 kills and still not got traded, it's impressive. That's a good hold.
And Slack comes back with one of those kills, or trade the frag to get some revenge on Arostos, but it is 1 for 3. It's that 2-man advantage for OG to work with. Adam B. No utility placed to his position over a jail.
AWP Jewel opening up, at least seeing the first, knows that there's at least 2 long.
And late to the reactions of pulling the trigger. Spook getting spammed up by Swisher there from beyond the dividing wall. That is a frag that actually sends OG completely packing. Nikodos escaping with 2 other teammates backing up towards the B-bomb site, saving their weapons. M80 get a bit of a freebie with that kill.
M80 may have lost the first round to OG, but it's an instant response, 4-1.
M80 surge ahead on this T-side line. We know from the apples they play, they have been very CT based for OG. Even if the T-side win percentage is good, this in majority CT starts and running away with one-sided halves here. Nikodos and Hex going back from 4th. It's Hex that will be able to turn back onto the kill against the AWPer. 2 frag found from him down a connector, maintains a 3-on-3.
Got a long access timing for Lake. There's been a lot of distraction and a lot of emphasis towards short water, so he might feel that he has got the move to walk up here and scale to the bomb site completely. Spook is the solo defender, and Hex desperately needs that kill. At least he spots 2. They know that there's 1 A max, and there's the A play-up, so round's kind of over, because how do you rotate up here if you're Crizzen and Arostos? This is difficult for the CTs.
Well, like being low HP, might provide a kill. If they can search for an exit frag, they might get that early, and then that might be the indication to try and go for a retake. But in general, you are right. 1 man in mid. Arostos making a ton of noise towards this. Lake's going to use that info. Opposition of Sin. Provide support. Arostos walks right past Lake, and that will be no chance available for OG. We'll see Crizzen try and charge away up to the bomb site and actually get a fair amount of damage towards Sin. You know, the M4, tap burst. He has a good read on Lake, but couldn't hit the kill shots. Oh, that's frustration from Crizzen.
Keep it very much on the defaults where individuals can work maneuvers, and that's what Swish is doing out here at Con.
Caught by Crizzen in the corner of Con, however. Advantage established by OG. M80, meanwhile, have moved up towards long when there's no defensive at all. They were so heavily handed up in mid. Start to realize now Hex could still catch off Nikodos. Nikodos lands the AWP shot instead. 5-on-3. Lake can trade. Still got players on the way back in, so the man advantage fits for OG on the retake.
Trying to take bank, and Slacks is going aggressive with this bank smoke.
Tin's Spook in the meantime, man advantage extended now. Doubled up, not quite secured. Arostos trades back on Slack. Sin looking the wrong way, giving Crizzen a perfect opportunity. Lake Stink down to 12, and Crizzen is back in another clutch. This time, little bit of favoritism. He's known. M4 trying to burst Lake, trying to pick his moment, giving the hardest shot possible. Smoke on sight, Prison checks, and Lake still hits the shot the second time. Oh man, Prison may be full tilt right now. One of their strong suits going into their future campaigns. We've already seen it at the Tier 1 environment. Beat Vitality on it 13-3. One of those things to talk about with a new map introduction. If you're a new team or a rising squad, you implement that into your map pool and you've got a strong suit that nobody else will know how to deal with, at least initially.
Even though they struggled against VP, they still picked it against VP. So it tells you that they're confident in it to not only pick it against the North American teams, but to also pick it at Tier 1. And that's always a strong suit, to be able to pick a map that's maybe, just recently been introduced into the pool, and you're happy to say, yeah, look, even though we can pick it against Blue Jays and Getting Info and NRG and all of those squads that we play nationally, we want to pick it against the very best teams in the world.
And should be noted, they still beat Virtus Pro in their series overall, so... Sin does get traded back in mid. Aristos striking now down to the B-bomb site where it's Adam B to hold down the defense with an SMG only in his hands. So many players grouped up, and he couldn't stabilize the spray onto the central of the mass. Swisher will get him. Hext, the forward facing as well, trying to deny any real aggression from the CT side, any real retaking room for OG. And start backing away, knowing that this round is already a lost. There's not really much you can do about it, especially with Spook going down.
And oftentimes what you find is that if an in-game leader played that map to a decent level in previous teams, they try and introduce it into the current roster.
OG will lose. Actually, a second quick comes in for Adam B. I thought for a second they were going to hold their nerve, but no. Spook follows it in against Swisher, 4-on-2. And this broken investment round has seemingly come together to steal something back against M80. Second up for the OG board. Lake will try and make some noise over on A, but don't think that's really going to make a massive difference here. They've still got Kevlar around the AKs that have now picked up across the CT line. That bomb can't really commit outside of Monster. I think they've got an inkling this out there as well. As soon as they spot, they'll know what's going on. Peeking. Core thought that was a collateral for a second, but Slacks only gets the one kill, 2v2. Now just down to one. It's all on Lake, who has been stellar. Don't count him out of it just yet.
This is very winnable. He's got time on his side, and he knows where both players are. It's about trying to separate the jewels, and at least he's got the monster player.
Adam B caught jumping. Molotov to the right, thinking the Spook might be close. Flashbang over. Adam unaffected. AK baits in the shots, gets his position, but doesn't hold accuracy of the spray. So this time it's not a clutch for the North American.
Need to try and work a gun round, though. They've got to give themselves, I would say, a bare minimum 4. If you're getting 2 or 3, you just don't have rounds to play with. There's going to be almost nothing in that second half.
Even then, 4 on CT side of overpass. OG. Well, Spook's finally stepping up in connector. He got a kill in the previous round and starts things off against Switcher in this one. AK frags, looks up the birthday party. No one's seen there. There isn't player that is out there, and the rest of the core T-side units start walking in towards A bomb side, where there is no major defensive. Look, Sid and Lake are going to get the bomb down for free. Certain will be how much the extremity players will be able to do. You've got Slacks up in mid. Hex now starting to converge upon connector control. Nikodos lands Slacks. Oh, and Hex has walked right past him. That's a dead man walking. Bomb plant secured, but it's 4-on-2.
Sin trying to cut the rotations quickly from the B-side individuals, and Lake has got no chance, but just to make this expensive.
Galil in hand, overwhelmed with the numbers. No more expense to add. Spook's ready. Slacks. Back turns, not quite, doesn't hit the shot. Spook gets surrounded, but does deal with the secondary player, and third kill comes in. Fourth one, in fact. Yeah, easy pickings for an anti-eco round like this. Ace, not quite going to get allowed, but Spook still has done his work. And the rest of the round should fall down to the rest of OG.
And tries everything he can, but no more than that. OG get up to 4, and well, this last rifle round, Sim would love to take. Make sure it's an 8-4 half. Overall for M80, I think that it's been a pretty successful T side. They haven't been tested a huge amount. Feels as if they've been able to come in with a pretty strong default, come in with good pacing, and come away with a good scoreline difference. OG, however, from their point of view, will probably be disappointed they lost both of those 1vx's from Prison.
OG starting to get a handle on these openings in the round. Swisher down to 66. Initial damage being done. A little roll forward on the CT side. Hex, there's absolutely no idea. Caught completely off guard by Aristos. The AWP Slacks trying to land a shot above on that boost. Doesn't connect against Spook, though. The AWP of the CT side can back away. One of 2 AWPs in play for this round.
Prison just jump spotting out there to the APC and bank. Holding the angle down from the divider entrance is Spook. That AWP would love to be able to strike and fall back to the bomb side.
Oh, they ducked underneath that one. Flashbang's coming up. Spook trying to hit shots. Prison trying to provide support to his Swede. Secondary shot missed. Deagle spams coming in. Bullets are flying all over the place. But Prison and Spook have their nerve held. Sin barely holds on to his life as Spook is overwhelmed. It's a 4-on-2 for OG overall, though. M80 fought hard and in vain, it seems, to get some sort of dominion over the mid-control. A-site should probably be the target at this point. I don't see an escape route for Sin. That line's held by Prison. Slacks is caught. Sin's got no chance. This will be a 5th round for OG to play a little bit of recovery at the very least at the turn of the half.
Well, to go from 7-1 to 7-5.
And true towards A, so the gamble with the information set now sends OG forward. 2 players initially standing. The second set, the second backup lancers will be here momentarily, seen beyond those smokes. The Slacks goes down to the first port of call. Swisher getting caught back by Nikados on the trays. The backstabs also inbound from Hex. Sin is low. Lake and Sin get involved with those picks regardless, reducing them to 2 men dropping that bomb. And Hex closes in the pincers ever more. Seen by Aristos, takes him back to a 2v2.
Trying to double up from Bank, and Spook is worried about the bomb site. The timing is good, but his back's turned against the Julies. All Lake struggling, but he forces it into a clutch.
On Aristos now, 45 HP versus 65 on Lake. 2 kills per player. Triple available for whoever wins this fight. Bomb picked up. Aristos, he's waiting for Lake to make the play, and he's looking the wrong way, giving Aristos the perfect kill and an all-important pistol win for OG. Smoke covering Lake as he peeks in. Slacks his scout. Going to get Nikados. 5-on-3. Spook will get Lake to return at last. Advantage still can get maintained. Look at Hex back out towards this short access. He's caught off by Aristos. I thought his flank was going to catch that bomb carrier, but instead they played M80 for fools. Spook will stick around in the bathrooms to get Swisher on the rotation. Scout shot missing against the low HP Aristos. Prison involved against Sin. He'll strike back on Slacks, remove him from play. And just about OG will maintain 3 lives in a round. This should be a layup in the next matchup, so you would imagine that the victory here and now is going to be the one tough challenge that you need to overcome. And would get you, by default, to the Thunderpick World Championship LAN Finals. OG. Boost up on short. Didn't even see this with M80 at certain period. And Aristos going to use that to great effect. Hex is caught. Prison sacrificing his HP for that play. And alongside Spook, Aristos will peek in against Sin. Look for 1-man back at Warnter. And M80 have collapsed on the B bomb site. OG are riding high.
It's an excellent default there from OG. Everyone is successful. The first kill towards Connector, the boost up towards the toxic barrels, the entry pathing coming out of Monster, going through from Bridge from the short players. You can't ask for a better round. I mentioned that Hex was pretty quiet towards the start of Ancient. He picked it up at the end, but I mean, I'm looking here at what's happening on Overpass, and again, you might be a role player on T side, you might be in Extremity, but you're 3-13. And one of those guys, he was what, out on B on the MP9 in that 5v3 round. He was the one that got caught from the connector rotation. And this is OG coming very close towards the 2-0, and
Spook into the mid control. Slacks behind the smoke. Checks the angle, misses the shot. Spook does get responded to by Lake. The orb still can't connect. Lake's doubled up on Prison next. 3rd shot from the German missed out. 4th time. Will that be the charm? No, it won't be. Even Adam B on low gets his headshot. Sin is fortunately there to bail him out, get the trades, and secure the first round of the half for M80.
Anytime there's a player that's struggling to create impact,
B is still the target of the split play in from Monster and Short.
I don't say how this round could be won other than a miracle for OG. They're going to need some cracking entries to run into a bomb site with 3 defenders.
Pressure blinded, Hex gets his kill, Nikodos gets the returning with the AWP frag, Hex is overwhelmed, and Sin now pressured, standing alone. Flashbang catching players blinded, but he burns and goes down to Chris, and Slack's caught one of the back lines, however his AWP shot leaves it all on the Dane. 1v2.
He doesn't know about Lake. He knows that the AWP from Slacks has rotated out to short water and behind Monster, but he's waiting for the rotation to come from CT, and in fact that Lake is coming in from behind him. And even for Nikodos, that was a hell of a shot to be able to create that opening out from Monster. Wisher up against a bit of pace out here from the short water. HE stacks out on the boost. And this could be a quicker play into a B split.
Flashbang, good to connect. Initial contact, quick from Spook. He finds Hex. Swisher behind a smoke. Backups on the way in from the A bomb site. Forced away by the Molotov. HE's down against him, but hides inside that smoke to protect his damage. No trade frag. Spook doubles up, looks for the triple nose. He's somewhere inside that smoke and gets him. Nikodos caught Sin in a blink and you miss it moment. OG are in a 1-on-5 or 5-on-1 against Slacks, who stands alone with an AWP back out to Graffiti's entrance and no retake possible. OG respond in kind and put 11-9.
A round coming through from Spook. That opening entry that he gets out there from the short sandbag is then turned into kill after kill, and he ends it with 4. And he's a guy that surprisingly has so many maps on HLTV. He's got over 1,000.
What a difference he's made with all the picks he's found, with all the impact gained. 24 deep in this map up alone, and OG recovering this one because of it. Slacks another missed AWP shot. This is getting silly now. Fragged out by Spook. Nikodos going to catch Lake, extending in towards T-Con. A 5-on-3 already for OG.
Rostos to cut the rotation of the B player from Hext. All you need to do is pack and group now.
Pick their site and hope for the best, and the best may well come their way. Or are they going to rotate? They have time to do so, so they will just about get there up here. Rostos gets caught by Swisher. Nikodos will be there to cut the rotations and protect that bomb. Should just about make it to the bomb site in time. 3-on-2 for the post plant.
There's no point even attempting this if you're M80. Hold on to the double AKs and look to try and play, and give him 12. Look to try and play for OT.
Can't see many other better options. Money's not great on savings for M80. Lost bonus is all you're working with. OG. Can't believe I'm saying this on map and match point on overpass. Indicate a default over on the A bomb site, but M80 have recognized OG's proficiency towards this B bomb site, so stack in with 4 players total. Shadow seen, goes for Hext, 1 kill, 2 kills found. Adam B with a responsive. Utility down with HEs and flashes that try and block, and Adam decides it's best to fall away, protect that bomb, and play the man disadvantage. 20 seconds, a boost is also in effect. Sin's AK watching for the short access. It will be Ramp and Monster, which will be the concern. Utility sent in. Fight goes well. Kristen goes down. 2 men remain on OG. Bomb picked up by Adam B. AK repositioning. Seen by Spook. Gets a kill and a double up. He's bailed his team out on 7 points of health. It rests all on the Swede to close out on Slacks. An AK in his hands. Maybe he'll do better with the automatic. HP advantage over both these fights and can isolate them individually. Leaning up to the site. Check for Adam. Doesn't see him. Now he has 1 man left. Look for Spook. 28 frags deep, and he will not go further. M80, stay alive.
Oh, just when it looked like Spook had almost dropped 30 and closed out. That was such a sick triple kill. It'd come out of nowhere. It's a 2v4, but there's nothing in the round.
25 seconds remaining. Spook and Kristen start walking their way up into long. Utility sent in from mid. The boost of late. Good for the 1 pick found. Second, not so much though. Spook even finds Slacks. He tried to cross past that smoke to the cubby corner, but the spray continued. Arostos peeks in on Sin. And lightning fast, quick reactions, accuracy placed of OG. That should secure this map now. A 4-on-2. I can't see Swisher and Hex returning from this much. Looks like it's game over for M80. In 0-2 fashion, disappointing fashion of that. on their home map of Overpass, one that they should have won. They choked the lead. Spooks tapping up a 31st kill with his teammate to secure the last. That is OG celebrating a massive 2-0 and a spot now to qualify for the Thunderpick World Land Championship.